meteorologist Chase Jones.
Well, you definitely don't need me to tell you that it is cold out there, and that warm up I was talking about by next week is now no longer there. Colder weather is on its way. Now get a good look at these temperatures over the last 24 hours. We made our way all the way down into those mid-20s. Now, despite seeing some of those colder temperatures today, we still warmed up by about 15 degrees into those 40s, and right now we're dropping down into those 30s by tonight, pushing all the way back down into those 30s for some more freezing temperatures. 39 in San Angelo, everybody else in a combination of upper 30s, those mid 40s, those lower 40s, but we have our spread out there, 33 in Sterling City, 46 down there in Junction, 13 degrees across the entire Concho Valley, but you see all these shades of blue. Now remember, last week we were up in those 80s, so we're down about 50 degrees, and colder weather is on its way. Look at these humidity values. Dew points are down there in those teens, if not those 20s, where last week they were up there in those 50s and those 60s, while humidity indices are down there in those 40s and those 50s, where by the beginning of this week they were at 100%. So we're getting a good idea of this dry, cold air making its way in, but more instability about to replace it as we make our way in towards this weekend. This small warming trend we are going to see is going to make its way out, and then colder air is on its way. Take a good look at the upper level pattern as it starts to make its way out for this weekend. There goes our cold long wave trough, but off towards the west coast things are becoming more stationary and a bit more unstable. Pockets of cold air are going to continue to plunge down. This sort of northwest to southeast orientation is going to pull a whole lot of cold weather down with it, and with it that high pressure off the east coast is going to continue to pull that cold air down from Canada into the Concho Valley. Right now when we're looking at the water vapor imagery, this is a monster winter storm barreling across the United States. It goes from Montana all the way down into California, if not parts of Mexico. It's the entire Rocky Mountains, and because it's such a powerful storm, it's pushing over the mountains instead of being lost in the topography. We take you into the severe weather outlook because it is the west coast and down in Florida where they're expected to see the Daytona 500 this weekend. When we look at the surface right now, it is a monster winter weather alert for the Rocky Mountains. This is the third week they've been under winter weather alerts. This is 6 more feet of snow and another 3 feet of rain in the next 24 hours. We're going to see just how much damage it's going to do. Futurecast is going to show you where all this snow will continue to pummel the Rocky Mountains. As a result, the pre-frontal warming will push us up into the 70s by Saturday, and then it will pull all that moisture off towards the northeast and plunge us back down into those teens by next week. So tonight, down into those 30s. If you have to go outside, please bundle up. Then tomorrow, a good run at those 60s for a perfect Valentine's Day, and then by Saturday, up into those 70s, but colder weather is on its way by Sunday, back down into those 50s. By President's Day, pushing up into the 60s. Then that warm weather I was talking about yesterday is completely gone. By Monday and Tuesday, back down into those 40s, and take a good look at those overnight lows from those 40s all the way down into those teens. Stay tuned. We'll have more of the break. You're watching KSAN News at 5.